Well, hello everyone. Welcome back, or if it's the first time you've been with me, welcome to Southeast Louisiana. Well, folks, it's Barry's Best Honey. I'm Mike, and I'm gonna do bees really quickly. I'm a smoker. Keep it going. Anyway, I just got off work. I work out in the heat all day, and I don't usually work my bees after work during the summer. It's hot and I'm tired, but I want to go check something real quick. The other day I had a queen, a colony ivory queen with a mated queen, and I couldn't find her. And they were calm, but I should have been able to find her. There weren't that many bees. So I'm concerned that they didn't accept her. So I said, well, let's give it a couple more days and see what happens. And that's what we're going to do. Let's go take a quick look. I see a bunch of activity over here I don't like seeing. Hopefully that is orientation flights. Otherwise it'll be robbing. But there's plenty of bees on the front, so I think we're okay. Just a lot of unnecessary activity. It's actually calmed down since I flipped the camera around. I don't see any wax cappings or anything. That might just be, there's a lot of brood emerging in these colonies right now, so that could be orientations that I saw a minute ago. But anyway, I can still smell that. I can smell that hop guard. Ugh. So this is our colony in question. So Greg Burns was kind enough to bring a queen to me, a Pepto Pink queen, when we went to Bruce's. So I went home. I came that same day. I left at 3 in the morning, or I got up at 3 in the morning. I left about 3:30, got over there. We worked bees. I left at 8:30, got home at 3 a.m., went to bed, had that queen in my laundry room. There was no air vent, you know, no air conditioning vent, so it's kind of warm in there. Left her in there. Next morning, got up, forgot what I had to do. Oh, I had to go to the market. Got back from the market, came here, and she was fine, running around the cage. Everything was well. Attendants were all alive. No dead bees in the cage. Brought her in here. This is the colony I knew was queenless. It was the one out of 6 summer swarms that didn't requeen. Everybody else did. This one didn't. So I put her in here and went in 5 days later. She hadn't started laying. It's not unusual. I mean, maybe it's unusual. It's not uncommon. Maybe it's uncommon. It happens. They don't always immediately just take right off. Some do, some don't. Most do. That I've put in. It's usually a couple days. So I don't know. But I couldn't find her, and there's not that many bees in here. That was what was concerning me. Didn't see her on the bottom board or on the bottom screen or anything like that. You'd have seen her. She had a Pepto Pink dot. But didn't see her running around either. So, but the bees were calm. At first they were calm. Real good, like totally different than when they were queenless the week before when I found them queenless. Didn't see any eggs, no signs of brood, no signs of laying workers, nothing like that. Put her in. 5 days later, bees are all calmed down and got through them. As I got finished, they got a little loud and runny. So maybe she didn't get accepted. Maybe she was in there, I didn't see her. I don't know, but today we're going to try and find out. It's after work. Or between rainstorms. They could get ugly. I doubt it. I don't know. It hadn't rained in a while here since it's maybe this around lunch. I'm just anxious. I was so disappointed. I really wanted to get one of these old Ohio Appalachian mutt queens down here. Is that what he says? I think that's what he calls them. Coming to you with a brand new, now $24 mic instead of $20 mic. It went up. It's still pretty cheap. I think my smoker's still going. Let's smoke these bees. Not much though, because I'm looking for a queen. Just put a puff on them to keep them happy or at bay, we'll say. Alright, so. Yeah, not that many bees at all. This was all honey, but there were a lot of bees congregated on this one side, so I do want to open the top up this time. I introduced her in the bottom. all honey, so. There's a lot of bees congregated on this one side, so I'm wondering, could there be a patch of brood over here where she's at? Maybe she's over here. Maybe she's in here. Yeah, look, it's open. So that's nectar. No? There's open cells, and see, they seem okay. There, look it, look it, look it. I got a queen, and it's not her. Greg, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. This was a queenless colony. Obviously it was not. I mean, no remnants of any pink on her. So they requeen too. Don't get on my hand. I've seen them do that. Get on my hand. And she's laying. Just put her in a cage. Sorry I didn't have the camera. I just wanted to hurry up. I was trying to get my cage out and I couldn't. I got her in a cage. So this is, the timing is very, very off on this. Yeah, there's plenty of milk brood in here, folks. She's been laying a few days, so I saw this 5 days ago. There was nothing in here. Now, what I will say about this queen, she's laying good. What I say about this queen is I'm disappointed, but I'm happy. I'm happy they requeened. But the timing is so far off on this thing. This thing had to have swarmed. I don't know. There was no brood, zero brood, no cap brood, anything left. The week before I went to Alabama. That was 3 weeks ago. There was no cells, no remnants of cells except for the some new cups. There were no eggs, nothing. So a week later, I put in a mated queen. I go in 5 days later and have nothing. So this thing must have swarmed later than that. So I don't know the time. I have to look back at my book and where she's at now. What I will say about this colony is the queens have always been very, very dark queens. Could they have taken the Pepto Pink off of there? I don't think so. Not with leaving zero remnant of any of the pink on there. I don't know, guys. But she is definitely light queen compared to what's usually in here. This colony has always produced dark queens. As I said, those queens were always dark queens, and this one is not. Something happened, I don't know. What I can tell you is, I got a queen in it. I'm happy about that, but I wish it had been the pink one. No need to go any further. I'm not gonna bust this hive loose anymore. Actually, now what I might do, slide this nest a little bit. She doesn't want to come out. There she comes. All right. Well, she's in there now. I was doubling up, I got sweat all over my glasses. I was trying to get a picture of it at the same time and looking at you, looking at the queen, looking at the cage, looking at the camera. I missed her. A brick's normal. That means we queen right. So hey, I mean, it's bittersweet. I'm happy we're queen right, but I mean, I wanted my genetics changed up a little bit. But the good thing here is that right now there's no queenless colony that I know of as far as assessments in this yard. Now what I will do, I've got to go in town and treat some bees, but before I go in town this weekend, if I've got a morning without rain, I'm going to go through the 3 colonies that we sampled and double check and make sure there's no emergency cells in there. Make sure we didn't get a queen in the sample. Just double check. Never hurts to double check. As far as treatment with that one, I'm not going to treat them. They went through a pretty massive brood break. The numbers are not adding up. I'm at like 20 to 21 days of no eggs brood, no sealed brood, no open brood, no eggs, no nothing for 19 to 21 days, somewhere in there. And now it's been, let's see, so now it's been 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 10 days after that mated queen was put in there. And I've got milk brood, meaning we've got at least 5 days. She must have started laying immediately, or else I missed that frame. Immediately. Man, that just seems like it's got to be that queen with the spot rubbed off. It just doesn't make sense. Because she went in there 11 to 13 days after I saw no brood whatsoever. 0 sealed, nothing. And no eggs, no anything. And they were running and roaring. I'm have to talk to Nature's Image Farm and see what kind of ink he's using. I don't know. So anyway, I'm not going to treat them right now. I will treat them. But they did go through a brood break, so that's not going to get rid of the mites, but that definitely should have stunted the growth and the peaking out, because they were at least 2 weeks without sealed brood. I'm stumped. I'm stumped. But so that's a pretty good brood break in there. And I don't go back in and find out who's queenless and then run out here and do oxalic acid. I just don't have time with a full-time job and all. I don't have time to run out here on the couple that I find broodless now and again and set up and do it. I just don't. So I don't do that. But let me let her get going good. There's no reason to jump on them right now. It's just see what they're doing and maybe just hit them with some oxalic acid a few times and see can we knock them back. But well, all right, bittersweet. You know the story now. So do I. So guys, hope you enjoyed this trip out to the bee yard. Just wanted to do this one inspection real quick and then I'll be done. Be treating some more bees this week and doing some more tasks that we got to get done. Going through supers, get them stored. I got some comb honey that I've got to get cut and put in boxes now that it's all ready to go. So I'll be back with you guys in another video soon enough. I appreciate all y'all watching. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you don't mind, of course, remember, I wasn't out here trying to do no how-to video, because that right there is a baffling discovery. Another one. Anyway, it's Barry's Best Honey. I'm Mike, and I do bees. Y'all have a wonderful day, and may God bless you. We'll see y'all later.